Alright, so now that we got the fox hunt investigation done, we're gonna kick off the Council of Dave's investigation. So I might as well go over to this area right here. I do want to take a moment to say thank you guys once again for the support that you've been giving the video in which I covered how Watch Dogs Online is holding up in 2024. That video has been doing so well so far that it has now become my most viewed video on my channel, which is something that I was not expecting whatsoever, but thanks to your guys' support, you guys have allowed that video to take the crown of being the most viewed vid on my channel. So once again, thank you guys so much for supporting that video specifically. If you guys want to go and check that out to see how it's holding up in 2024, I'll try to put a link to it somewhere in the corners here or somewhere within the video for you guys to go and check out. I would recommend checking that video out because I think you'd be very surprised as to how the online component of Watch Dogs is holding up in 2024.
DedSec must reboot. It is a shackled army ready to fight. It is the voice of the people, muzzled by its own leaders. That's right. DedSec has leaders, despite their denial. But they would rather stroke their own egos through social media than bring about social change. So blood must be drawn. Every war begins with a tragedy.
Somebody's got their panties in a tangle. Aiden told me about DedSec's leaders, the Daves. This whack job sounds like he's gunning for them.
So I guess DedSec does have leaders, even though they have claimed to not have any. Alright, that makes sense. We got another one.
This guy's DedSec. I'm gonna eavesdrop.
Let's meet at the Ambrose. No time. Working on the site. This is urgent. Okay.
The Daves. This guy's part of DedSec's inner circle. I don't know what I'll find at the Ambrose, but I have a nasty hunch. I left a tracker on his phone so I can keep tabs on him.
Looks like they want to meet up at the Ambrose Theater, or as it was called, Dot Connection. You know, if you guys recall, that mission where Aiden went over there to try to locate Default, and he ended up going on a wild goose chase and such. That was a fun mission. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty fun mission to play. Oh, it's a QR code. I thought it was another terminal or something. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Is there like a camera that I can hack or something? Because obviously this is a QR code, so there's gotta be a camera here somewhere. Ooh.
I've been working with another hacker lately. He knows the game, but his ego is too much. He likes to keep his identity hidden behind the mask when he's in public. Like he's got to wear this silly costume or he's somehow exposed. It scares me sometimes. His ideas are violent. He angers easily. He's a genius, but he can be like a child. On one hand, I think he could help me find the bunker. But on the other, I fear what he'd do with it. He's ready to meet the Days, but I don't know if the Days are ready for Default. I don't know if anybody is ready for Default.
Damn, Clara. You were full of secrets, weren't you?
To some extent, man, she couldn't be trusted. I still kept thinking about that in regards to Clara. Alright, looks like we're going over to the Ambrose. It's right over here. Here it is. What used to be called Dot Connection.
Heck, I bet my bottom buck these are two of DedSec's Daves. These guys are a pain in the ass, sure, but why kill them? The Ambrose was Default's old haunt. I doubt that that is a coincidence.
He was buried underneath that? They put the dead body underneath this? God damn.
I found your friends dead in the Ambrose.
Leave me alone.
I'm trying to warn you, dipshit. You guys need to go underground.
Mind your own business.
Not the reaction I expected.
I mean, the guy is trying to help DedSec out, but I guess they're very resistant. Alright, so the next location is right over here. Looks like we gotta go to Pawnee. You know, I do gotta say this. When I was playing this in my spare time, just trying to do fixer contracts or any other activities and such, the fact that there are still players coming back to this DLC expansion specifically and trying to climb the leaderboards in regards to whichever activity they're doing, the fact that there are still people coming back to this all these years later is crazy. And I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing or anything, but it's just like, damn, man, 10 years later and people are still coming back to this DLC, playing these activities, trying to climb up the leaderboards in some way. That's just crazy, man. Like, I just was not expecting that whatsoever when I went back to do these activities. But hey, man, it's nice to see that there are people still indulging in this kind of content. There it is.
One of the Daves sent this out to the others. High priority. Let's take a look.
You need to calm down. I cashed in on my favors to get them here. Don't blow this.
You know I deserve this. Bad Boy runs a big risk here. She told us all about you. Enough for us to come to a decision.
Of course. There is only one decision, right?
You have no place among the Daves.
Wrong. I'm better than any one of you. Test me. Let's do this right now.
You have no place within DedSec either.
What the fuck? Do you have any idea what I can do?
You can talk. You can pose. But you don't understand. We work anonymously. There is
Something
no
ain't
you
lining up
in
here.
DedSec.
Yeah, well, there is a you
Let's
in
check
Dead
back
Suck.
in with my DedSec
Why
pal.
did you waste
Looks
our
like he
time,
made a recent
Bad Boy?
call.
Default's as good as he says. He just needs to learn when to shut up.
Okay.
You know what?
I've got
You
them all
wasted my
gathered in one
time.
place.
All of you. I
If
give you
want your pay,
rinky-dink shit a
get your
year
guys
at
over
best.
here and hit them now. Nobody gets out alive.
Those are the same Daves I found in the Ambrose. Looks like this guy's trying to pin the murder on Default. Something feels off here.
So I was getting hacked by some other player as that cutscene was playing out, which explains why there was another layer of dialogue playing on top of that original line of dialogue that was meant for that cutscene. At least we hacked the QR code and we were able to watch that cutscene. And it looks as if Default, because he has such a public image despite not revealing his true identity, DedSec thinks that he's not worth keeping, so they're trying to give him the boot.
Something ain't lining up here. Let's check back in with my DedSec pal. Looks like he made a recent call.
Okay. I've got them all gathered in one place. If you want your pay, get your guys over here and hit them now. Nobody gets out alive.
This asshole called a hit in his own people to kill his opposition? I ain't gonna cry over a few black hats, but this guy wants to unleash DedSec, and that will be a fucking disaster.
Imagine ordering a hit on your own guys just so you could try to take out the opposition. I mean, I guess it could work, but at the same time, is it really worth the sacrifice? Alright, the next location right over here. Guess we gotta go deep into the woods. I still can't believe that happened though. Like, I got hacked by some other player as I was trying to watch that cutscene from hacking that QR code. Therefore, there was another layer of dialogue that played on top of the original dialogue that was meant for that cutscene. I can't believe that could happen. Alright, here we are.
Listen to me, Dave. One of your pals just ordered a hit on you, and this place is about to become the epicenter of a shitstorm.
How do you know this?
That doesn't matter. No time to talk. Just stay low.
There they are.
His hitman could get here any second. I need to get ready for them.
Proximity ID. Well, proximity mines, I would say. Alright, so from the looks of the map, it looks like these guys are going to be coming in from those 3 directions. Might as well prep for the battle. Alright, well that's everything. Now I just gotta wait for them to come on through.
Here they come.
Okay, I guess that worked.
Can't be the only one left. I'm going to hit you from the east. You think you can take me on?
Wow.
You have our gratitude,
I don't need it.
so why help us?
I've got my reasons. And you shits owe me a favor now. A big motherfucker. You remember that.
So, it's pretty clear to me now that the other Daves are going to waste the potential of what we've created here. In order to live up to our ideals or purpose, they left me one option. I need to remove them. Once we take our proper place, once we're recognized as the ones who actually made a difference, who stood defiant against the 1% of bullshit, people will understand why I had to do this. My brothers died for a cause they seem to have forgotten. But that cause lives on and grows stronger.
Alright, so we ended up doing the Council of Dave's investigation. We decided to look into DedSec to see what they were cooking up within their own little group. And boy, we ended up finding out some interesting stuff. We ended up heading on over to Dot Connection, where there were 2 specific people within DedSec that were hanging around there waiting for somebody to come, but unfortunately they ended up getting clipped, so much to the point where that one of them was stuffed within one of those like protector barriers, but those guys ended up losing their life, so we had to try to dig up more leads in the process. We ended up scanning a QR code in Pawnee in which Clara, she got some people within DedSec to finally meet up with this individual, Default, and they realized that because Default, he's so popular amongst the general public despite keeping his identity hidden behind a rat mask, they figured he's not worth keeping within DedSec, so they decided to give him the boot. We then ended up finding out that DedSec ordered a hit on their own people, so that way anybody from the opposition who dared to threaten DedSec, they could try to take those guys out, if that makes sense. We ended up engaging in a firefight against the opposition within that part of the woods, and We didn't even have to shoot a bullet, so I guess you could say that wasn't a firefight. But that concluded the Council of Dave's investigation. I'm not gonna lie, dude, when I was learning about this stuff a few years ago, I wanted to learn so much more because there could have been a lot more to this specifically that we probably didn't even know about. So the fact that I was able to once again do this investigation and remind myself of, I guess, the lore of this was pretty damn cool. I really enjoyed doing this, I'm not gonna lie. But now that we got those investigations done and over with, we will finally be able to get back to doing the main story, which I will save for another time. If you guys are looking forward to more videos in our 10th anniversary series on Watch Dogs, more specifically the Bad Blood story expansion, please be sure to drop a like on the vid, but also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Discreet, and I'll catch you in the next video.